beautiful is this? Known as the city between the lakes because of its close proximity to Percy Priest Lake and Old Hickory Lake. That is the city of Mount Juliet. Now, residents aren't just lucky because they have close access to some outdoor activities like Nashville Shores Water Park and, of course, what you can do on the waters and maybe hike there in the woods, but they have an easy commute to Nashville if they'd like it. Welcome to Making It in Mount Juliet, sponsored by Two Rivers Ford. Instead of hopping on the interstate, they can come right over here to the Mount Juliet station where they can get on the We Go Star, which takes you to a few different spots, one being Nashville, that covers 32 miles of rail line. How great is that? Through Making It in Mount Juliet, you're going to learn how the city is adapting to rapid growth, why it's known to have a high positive quality of life. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing you to your Making It in Mount Juliet host, the Mount Juliet Chamber President and CEO, Mark Hinesley. We're also going to hear from our title sponsor, Two Rivers Ford, on why they wanted to be a part of this program focused all on Mount Juliet. There's a lot to learn here. You're going to connect with local businesses, some of your neighbors, and also get some information that you may not even know, a little history and fun facts about your Mount Juliet area. So thanks for joining us for this first show of Making It in Mount Juliet. Can't wait to share with you. We have more coming up.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
At Busy Bee, we deliver premium service, 24/7 emergency help, top-tier technicians, premium parts. That's why Middle Tennessee is switching to Busy Bee, where all the buzz is about great service.
Welcome back. I'm Stefanie Miller, contributor to Main Street Media TV, and thrilled to introduce you, Mount Juliet, to your Making It in Mount Juliet host, Mark Hinesley. He is the Mount Juliet Chamber President and CEO, and I love what CEO stands for when it comes to you, Chief Encouragement Officer.
Came out of 2000, 2009, 2008, something like that. The consultant said, you don't need to be the chief executive officer. You know, you'll still be taking out the trash, but you might be the chief encouragement officer. And over the years, I've just come to realize that while they may not say that's what they want, they may not even know they need it, I think everybody can always use a little bit of encouragement, because being self-employed, owning a small business, even in great times, can still have its challenges.
That is true. Oh, well, again, thank you for allowing me the time to sit down with you and share with those who are watching this a little bit of who you are and what you want this show to be, what you're hoping this will be for Mount Juliet. What is Making It in Mount Juliet?
Well, you know, I think Mount Juliet is a very special place, and I suppose any chamber person would think that their town is the best on the planet. I happen to feel very strongly that Mount Juliet is just such a place. We have so many great things going for us, and at the end of the day, it's education and it's proximity to the airport, transportation, very low taxes. Probably the best, safest city in Tennessee. It's all of those incredible things. But at the end of the day, it really is about the viewers and the people. Yeah. The people are what makes up the community. You know, the businesses kind of come and go. The roads are here, they're gone, whatever. But the people, especially those who have been before us. And I often find that sometimes where people relocate to, it's almost as if they get up in the treehouse and want to pull the ladder up and think, okay, nobody else. Well, it's a good thing the people before you didn't feel that way. So I have just always looked at that as when somebody moves to our community, especially, Stefanie, in these times where you can go online and find out more about a community than probably even some of the people that live in the community. So they already know what's coming here. They've had a chance to look around. They've checked out other places that had good schools. Maybe it was low in crime. Maybe it was in a great location close to the major airport and such. But they have made the conscious decision to move to Mount Juliet. Now, I don't know that there's a higher compliment that somebody can pay, not to the people that are here now, but to people who helped get us where we're at.
So whether someone's been here for many years or they've just moved here, what do you want them to take away from this show? Because as you mentioned, people moving here, they've done their research, hopefully.
That's right.
What do you want them to take away from watching Making It in Mount Juliet?
You know, I hope that they would be ambassadors to their family members. See a lot of, and I have a lot of friends too, especially those that have kids. It's usually not too long until their parents come here. So we've now got the young family. Now they have kids, and you know what? Grandma and Grandpa are sure to follow, so they're moving here from other places. So you have more good people moving into town. I think taken away from Mount Juliet, I hope that people would give us, come and visit, see for yourself, things that make a difference in your quality of life. Of course, education is important, especially important if you have kids in school. But it's also important even if you don't have kids in school, because who wants to buy a house when you get ready to sell if you don't have a good school system? So even if you don't have kids in school, you benefit from the appreciation of home values because we do have good schools. We have an amazing fire department, emergency services, one of only a handful of cities our size in the entire state of Tennessee that has its own fire service, ambulance service, and then a police force that is ranked #1 in safety in the state of Tennessee. Wow. It's incredible. And so to live in a community that is not only beautiful and clean,
that it is.
It's a safe city, it's a playful city, it's green and growing, and there's parks. We're close to a lot of things. We have a commuter rail that you can ride from right across the street and take it downtown to Nashville and back in the afternoon, 3 trips a day, which is amazing. If you work downtown, you park right here, take the train, miss the traffic, relax on the way. So we're very blessed with that. We're nestled between 2 recreational lakes out here, and I think that the quality of life that you have here is laid back, but as people find out and they move to Mount Juliet, what's that doing? It's giving us more rooftops, and other entities such as office parks, restaurants, entertainment centers are deciding to invest in Mount Juliet. And so now we're starting to reap the benefits of having so many new people come to town, that we're getting the nice places to go eat. Recreation centers, bowling alleys. There's a jump of one of those big buildings that people can jump in, the kids, called Slick City. That's coming soon. And so, and what else is equally as important? Businesses are realizing that the labor force in Wilson County, Mount Juliet is fantastic. And so now we're starting to be on people's radar for businesses that want to relocate here.
So you're going to pick up so much from this show, Making It in Mount Juliet, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. Next question for you, Mark. Who is Mark Hinesley, and what is your stake in this community, you and your family?
Well, I was, I often tell folks I was born up north, but I got to Mount Juliet just as quick as I could. I've been down here since May of 1988, and left the restaurant business, bought a little lawn care franchise and had that for 7 years. But before I ever had my first customer, somebody said, you got to join this thing called a Chamber of Commerce. Really didn't know what it was, but I took her advice and got invested in the chamber, and I fell in love with it, and it's been in my blood ever since. It's just an organization of people who are willing to invest in their business community. I have never, in nearly 30 years of doing this, had someone join the chamber and then just hope everything falls apart. So they've got a skin in the game, and watching so many people come together and coming up with the ideas and solutions, and then amassing the resources, people, money, to make that a reality, whether it's widening a road. Some of our projects, we've been talking about them for 25 years. They're not done yet, but they're getting there. And it just seems like one new project turns into another new project. We've had almost 250 new business licenses in Mount Juliet in 2025. Many of those of you folks watching, you probably work for one of those companies because they're relatively new. And moving here, 2,500 people, and now we have probably well over 40,000 on our way to 45,000 people. There's a lot of people have a lot of confidence in Mount Juliet. They give us a good product to sell. I think what I would hope that people would get out of this is it's a great place to do business. The Chamber is a great way to connect you with those businesses. And if you're looking at relocating, or you know somebody that is wanting to relocate, we'd love to help tell the story about Mount Juliet. It's a great place, I believe, to invest your capital. It's a great place to make new friends. You can oftentimes, I think, judge a community by how well you take care and support your seniors and your youth. And I think Mount Juliet is transitioning with our senior center. So if you've got an elderly family member, we have programs where they can get nearly free rides so they can stay active in the community. Getting ready to move into a new to them, massive senior center come May or June. Which is becoming increasingly important for the gray-haired people. But no, there's just really nothing about Mount Juliet that people don't like. And I think at the end of the day, it's the people. When you can have someone at the donut shop say, hey, I appreciate you coming in today. Or, you know, hey, drop some of these off at the nursing home on your way or whatever. It's just a wonderful place made up of wonderful people doing wonderful things.
I love that. And as we go to break here in just a moment, we're going to share with you the signing of the papers that getting the senior center into its new location. So can't wait to share that with you. We'll also hear from the senior center there. How can people connect with you, whether they want to be a part of the chamber or they're like, hey, Mark, we want you to come and we want to chat with you for making it in Mount Juliet?
You know, we'd love to do that. I'm so blessed. We have a wonderful staff. We have probably at least 25 ambassadors. We have a fantastic board of directors, which is 15 volunteers who give of their time and talents to come. And I think at the end of the day, they all realize and support the idea that together we do things that very few of us, if any, can do it by themselves. I think people like to be around a place that's green and growing, as Ray Kroc used to say, you know, instead of when you're ripe, you're ready, and when you're green, you're growing, and when you're ripe, you're dying or whatever.
Oh,
so
no.
it's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
You know, people join the chamber usually looking for connections, maybe advocacy, perhaps promotion of their business or industry, and then maybe some support. Maybe they're in a small enough company that they don't have a lot of the back of the house support. So the chamber's a great place to get that. And membership is important. It's very important, but it's not totally important because we have a lot of industries and nonprofits that rely on volunteers, so we're oftentimes the first place. Hey, where can I get plugged in?
Right.
We have a wonderful faith-based community, a program that you'll be hearing about one of these days called Everyone's Wilson. 4 dozen churches or more have gone together and banded together to wrap themselves, along with businesses and other nonprofits, around our children in school, so that if there's a school teacher that needs something, they have people to call, and people helping other people. And the chamber, I like to think of as sort of the, you know, people call and ask, we need the chamber now. They don't know why, but they just know that the chamber makes things better.
Well, and feel free to reach out to your chamber president and CEO, Mark Hinesley. You know, he is here to help you for here in Mount Juliet. If you'd like to be a part of making it in Mount Juliet, reach out to us. We would love to highlight you. Connect with your neighbors, your businesses, really anything that's happening here in Mount Juliet, you're going to be able to connect through making it in Mount Juliet.
And if you see something that you think we should be talking about, please give us a call, mjchamber.org. It's pretty easy to remember, but we're doing this for you, and thank you for helping spread the word about everything good going on in Mount Juliet.
It is such an honor to be a part of this and to help you out with this, Mark. Thank you so much, and just so excited to share what's coming and happening and growing. Everything, all things about Mount Juliet. Now, this would not be possible without
Two Rivers Ford.
Yes, it would not. We're going to hear from them in just a little bit. So stick with us. There's a lot more to come. We'll be right back.
And today we're with Felisa Sainin. She is the executive director of the Mount Juliet Senior Activity Center. Today is a very, very big day, a long-awaited day.
Yes,
Tell us what's happening here.
Well, today we are having the signing of the sale of our building. The Mount Juliet Church of Christ is purchasing our building, and then we are going to start the remodel, demolition onto our new building, which is the police station, the Mount Juliet Police Station, which is the old police station now. So
just a few short months away before the seniors have a new place to call home. I know you're excited about that.
Yes, we are looking forward to that. It's been a long long time coming. We have been looking to have this happen. I've been here 7 years, so it's been worked on this whole time. But we want to thank the community and our board and everybody, our members, the volunteers that have made this happen, because it's taken a combination of everyone to make it, have this day come finally.
Been years in the making,
Yes.
and a lot of people have supported it up to this point. We thank you very much for that. Going forward, we're going to be looking for your continued support to make dreams come true.
That is
We'll be
correct.
located behind the current Mount Juliet Police Headquarters on Charlie Daniels Parkway. Probably an expected move-in date of May or June, maybe?
Yes, maybe sooner, but at least hopefully by May or June.
So many people to thank. Appreciate everybody's support for this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Mount Juliet Senior Activity Center. I want to thank Two Rivers Ford for being our sponsor. We'll provide updates periodically between now and that big moving day. Until then, thanks for joining us today. We're going to go sign some paperwork.
Yay.
Thank you, Four-Star
Thank
Title
you.
and Kirk Honeycutt. He's the closing agent on this. And a lot of people, Rob Porter, I believe, is our chairman of the board. I think he'll be the one signing the papers.
Yep.
So, going to be homeless for a few months or for a few days maybe, but should be signing with the contractor in the next couple of days.
That's correct.
Very excited for you.
Yes.
Thank you for all your continued support of the Senior Center.
Thank you.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Making it in Mount Juliet is largely possible because of Two Rivers Ford as our title sponsor. We have Tammy Jacobs with us. First off, to talk to us about Two Rivers Ford and about how it's much more than a dealership.
Well, we're so thrilled to be a part of this program. We absolutely love this community so much. But I think the most important thing is that we're a local business and we've been around since 1983, so over 4 decades. So, and we're one of the very few locally owned dealerships left in the whole nation. So we really appreciate community and local business.
Being here in Mount Juliet, what do the customers get by coming to a local location?
Well, first of all, we're A+ members of the Better Business Bureau. We're members of the Chamber, of course. One of the things that we have, first of all, when you're dealing with somebody who's been doing business for 40 years, you're dealing with a reputable company. We're honest, we're transparent. Integrity is our middle name. But we also have non-commissioned salespeople, which is really cool. So we pay our salespeople whether you buy a vehicle or not. So there's no pressure. You're not like, oh, hey, can you buy it today or anything like that. They are literally paid to make sure that you have the very best experience possible.
That's unheard of these days.
I know. There's one more thing, though.
Oh, please share.
We sell most of our vehicles at invoice, which we're not really allowed to say in our traditional marketing, but I can say it to you guys. So we really have the best prices around.
For us, it's a big deal when we have a title sponsorship come on to a new program. Why did you want to take that role? What was it about making it in Mount Juliet? You guys thought, hey, yeah, let's be a part of this.
Well, honestly, we love and respect our chamber, and if the chamber is going to get behind something, we are absolutely going to support that. We feel like it's our mission as a locally owned business to support our community, and so we always want to give back where we can.
You have so many people here looking to move to Mount Juliet, so you have people coming from out of the area. Why should they stop by?
Because we have the best prices around, because we have non-commissioned sales team, and we're one of the largest Ford dealers in the nation.
Oh.
So even though we're right here in Mount Juliet, we are absolutely the #1 dealer in Tennessee. We're the #1 dealer in our 7-state trade zone, but we're also a top 40 dealer in the entire country. So we just do things right.
Tammy, let's get a little personal. What is your stake in Mount Juliet? Are you from here? How long have you been here?
So I've been at Two Rivers Rivers Ford, I've actually been working with Two Rivers Ford since 2012, and I absolutely love this community. There's so many new things opening up constantly. Grocery shops, gyms. I mean, this is a bustling community.
Favorite restaurant?
Oh my gosh, that's going to be hard.
And I know that's hard because you have so many incredible restaurants here in Mount Juliet, but I am putting her on the spot.
Okay, you're definitely putting me on the spot, but I have to say that I really like Jonathan's.
Okay.
It's close to us, and they just have such a variety of foods. So we like Jonathan's a lot, and they have a good happy hour.
We always like those. Okay, a local spot if you're visiting or just moving to the area, we need to make sure that we stop in, other than Two Rivers Ford. If there's a local boutique or a market.
The White Lily Boutique.
Oh.
The White Lily Boutique is a really cool clothing boutique, and they have very unique items. And also the Emerald, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, bakery with the sourdough bread.
That sounds good. I know where I'm going after this for sure. Okay, and we're standing in front of this Bronco. I have to highlight, love the color.
This is a Bronco Heritage Edition, so it's like the throwback style. So you'll see the white grille, the white roof, and you have the white wheels and everything. So a lot of people love this. To me, it's kind of a beachy look. I love it. I have a Bronco too, so I love them all.
I do. They always get a second glance from me when I see them on the road.
Yeah.
Tammy Jacobs, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing why it was important to be a part of making it in Mountain Juliet, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you all over Mount Juliet.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Join Busy Bee's Beehive Club today. Priority service, routine maintenance, year-round comfort. Right now, buy this year and get next year free. Busy Bee, where you'll always be more than satisfied.
Welcome back. We wrap up our first Making It in Mount Juliet show outside of the Mount Juliet Community Center right here at Charlie Daniels Park. On Saturday, January 24th, you can head out to the 10th annual swap meet. You'll be able to find deals and bargains on fishing, boating, and hunting gear. All proceeds will go to the TWRA Fish Hatchery Program. We'd like to say thank you and give a shout out to our title sponsor, Two Rivers Ford, and to our associate sponsor, Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. And of course, a thank you to your Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce. Mark, I cannot wait to continue to share the happenings here and connect people to their neighbors in the Mount Juliet area. We hope to see you back here next week at noon. Until then, be sure to check out Main Street Media TV's YouTube page. You'll be able to see this show and many others. Thank you for joining us for our first Making It in Mount Juliet. Have a wonderful day.